formed my view of university. I would say that in the job I do now with writing, broadcasting, the degree I did in English literature is really important. And not just that, you know, when you go into these meetings with high-ranking, serious and impressive people, the ability to feel at ease there, it's taken a while. That's also an important skill, and I do think university can confer that on young people.
Really good talking to you. I hope you have an absolutely roaring run in Edinburgh. That's Geoff Norcott there. You want to go and check him out. He's at the Edinburgh Fringe, 24th to the 30th of August. All right, taking your calls on this. Do you feel that Burnham's aspirations for the working classes are too low? Do you think he's essentially saying, stay in your lane, do something vocational? Yeah, we will try and build you a council house if we get round to it. That's about as good as it gets. Do you think this is conscious dumbing down? Do you think this talking about pork scratchings and, you know, I'm flying pigeons and whatever it is a cliche, is a stereotype and is an embarrassing insult to you and your life and your family? What do you think about their plans for education, Burnham and Lucy Powell? Maybe you think absolutely far too much focus at the moment on grammar and declensions and verbs and, you know, testing, and you don't want any of that. Let's get rid of it. Or do you think it's what's responsible for making our education system the most envied in the world? 0345 6060 973. What class are you now? What class were you then? If you have moved, been mobile, escaped whatever class you were born into, and I know it isn't only in one direction, you can certainly slide down that slippery snake very easily and end up in a much more impoverished class than your parents, easily done. Then tell me about the class system and whether you think Burnham is helping to free us from it or, in fact, the enforcer. 0345 6060 973. I'm Vanessa Feltz. This is LBC and the time 4:18.
This is LBC.
Summer when you're a kid is the best, isn't it? Long days outside, not a care in the world. But for families facing poverty, it can be one of the hardest times of the year. School meals stop, childcare lands in your lap, the pressure builds. Bernardo's gets it. They're working alongside families with practical help to take some of that weight off. To find out more about their important work and how you can help, search Bernardo's.
LBC supports this message.
Noticed a change in your hearing? Well, get a hearing check from Specsavers. Oh, not sure where to start? Well, we're very flexible. Book one online, on the phone, on your lunch break, on Saturdays, on the same day if you're lucky. Oh, you only miss the odd word. But what if the odd words you're missing are nice ones like love you, or important ones like duck? Oh, too expensive, is it? All right, we like you. We'll do it for nothing. For free hearing checks, should have gone to Specsavers.
Hey Sainsbury's, any way you can save me a few quid on my weekly shop?
Well, Jane, try Your Nectar Prices. Every week in Your Nectar app, you can unlock up to 10 personalised discounts on things you love at Sainsbury's. A Janesbury's, if you will.
Sounds like my kind of place.
Get personalised discounts with Your Nectar Prices. That's good food for all of us. Sainsbury's. 18 plus Nectar app required. Unlock up to 10 Your Nectar Prices weekly. Available in supermarkets, online and in locals with Smart Shop. T&Cs apply.
Take summer by storm with Kia. Introducing the new Kia Sportage Storm, a unique limited edition of the UK's favourite family SUV. Test drive the award-winning Kia Sportage today and order yours by the 31st of August to get 5.9% APR representative and up to £3,000 PCP finance deposit contribution. Search Kia Take Summer by Storm.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
T's and C's apply. Kia Finance. To verify, visit kia.com/UK/favourite.
Vanessa Feltz on LBC. Call 0345 6060 973.
Thatcher, 350,000 social houses were built under Thatcher, while Blair's government only built up to 240,000. Real data, so please stop the rhetoric. And Suzanne says, Andy Burnham is a bit away with the fair I think someone 57 years old, he used to have ideas more like an 87-year-old. And once you keep going back into the past, it's the way to bring your country, as you think it's the way to bring your country forward in today's society. The man does not have a clue. Let's talk to David in Islington about this. David, is Burnham really saying the working classes need to stay in?
Sends their class and is not ashamed of it, rather than immerse themselves in it for some kind of future career path. So I don't think so, no. And I think that Michael Gove has got... I mean, his party did close libraries, you know. I mean, lots of them. So as far as aspiration is concerned, I think that both parties have got a problem, actually. I was illiterate up until 45, and during lockdown I learned how to read, and I'm now going to the Open University to study law.
My gosh, what happened? Yeah. How did that happen to you?
Well, I'm very fortunate. Because I'm gay, I've managed to transcend my class because I was married to a Cambridge lawyer, his father was a judge, and now my boyfriend studied international law at Keele. So I've managed to train within 6 months a teacher who was an Oxford lawyer, taught me how to read, and I was his first student.
My goodness me. And that was only about 6 years ago.
No, that was 4 years.
Years. 4 years ago. And you want to do it?
No, not at all.
Right.
No, not at all. I've been very lucky. And when I was illiterate, I was able to converse with, you know, people that had degrees. And they assumed that I was privately educated.
Goodness. And tell me about your accent, whether that's something you cultivated or whether it's something that's naturally came naturally.
Cultivated actually it was kind of introduced by my partner. So when you spend 18 years married to a Cambridge lawyer who can chuck in every sentence a word that's 500 years old, you end up speaking a bit better.
and did you sort of do it naturally? Did you kind of morph into somebody who sounds as if you're upstairs rather than downstairs, or did you have to make an effort to do it?
I can do both quite well, innit?
Do
you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Basically, I come from market traders.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I do believe that if the education system was better, I would not be a disabled person at the age of 51 studying law at the Open University.
You are an interesting gentleman. If you were to write your autobiography, I would certainly want to read it. And thank you very much indeed for ringing. What an interesting call. Thank you so much. Let's talk to Matt, who is in Reading. Hello there.
Hi, Vanessa. So I'm a disabled person, and because of that, I've been focusing like a laser beam on Andy Burnham for the past couple of weeks because I want to understand his views on PIP and various things like that.
Okay.
Immensely. So I've been paying a lot of attention to what he says.
Good.
And watching his, for social media feeds and things.
Yes.
And I think that there's something about the aspiration conversation that I don't know whether it's been missed or overlooked or whatever, but I get the sense, because he's talked about AI and he's talked about how we undervalue low-paid workers in this country, especially during COVID. It revealed...
Well, he said that thing that I thought was a pretty rubbish phrase. Whoever wrote it for him, I didn't think it was much good. He said something like, we must value hard hats as much as graduation caps. And the thing is, we don't say graduation caps. No one says that. You might say mortarboard. I don't know what you'd say.
Well, I said graduation caps.
Oh, you did not.
So I did.
Oh, you never said caps. There are no caps, are there? Wasn't it a mortarboard? waterboard?
of a hat thing, isn't it?
Well, it's not a cap, is it? And no one calls them graduation caps. Whoever wrote that would-be pithy phrase really messed up, I thought. But anyway, do you agree with that we must value hard hats as highly as we value graduation caps? Although I blanch at the phrase and think it's abysmal and not fit for purpose.
Let's put it like this.
Yeah.
AI, and I use AI every day, and I've seen its skill set grow exponentially. And a lot of the trades or professions, let's call them professions, if you like, that people have gone to university for and busted a gut to get their exams in, are going to be literally obliterated within the next 5 to 10 years.
Give me a couple of examples, or at least one example, just so we can imagine what you're talking about.
I think paralegal days are numbered, for example,
because it's kind of facts and figures, and you can just a machine could do it. Yeah.
But now, interestingly, try and get AI to take your bank statements and fill out spreadsheets for you, and it can't really do it at the moment. So there are limits at the moment, but it's growing. And the thing is, I think what he's trying to say is that we have this mentality in this country. We've locked on to the idea that the only way to climb the greasy pole is to go to university, because that's the way out of your lane, right? And I think what he's trying to say is, in view of the coming earthquake in professions, he wants to re-center the focus so that what we would consider trades like plumbing and electricity. That's a very highly skilled field, but people see it as a trade, a sparky. They use a bricky, sparky, plumber. These are all words that kind of denigrate those trades in a way. I think what he's trying to say is, in going forward in the future, there is going to be a seismic shift in what is actually a highly skilled job that AI cannot do at the moment, or at least not for a couple of decades at least. And he's trying to say we need to give them more value, and we need to teach young people from 14 years old that there is nothing wrong. In fact, there's everything right in picking up a trade, that you can go round to people's houses or to businesses or whatever, and you can use your hands and your knowledge and your skill, because that's where your humanity is going to beat AI, at least for the foreseeable future. And at the moment, with this emphasis on university, and a lot of the professions that come from going to university are literally going to be wiped out, I think people are going to have to rethink what they think is a proper job going forward. Because if you can just go and ask ChatGPT to write you a will, then what good are lawyers anymore? There's going to be a limit. Obviously, some things will still need proper, highly trained lawyers in the courtroom, that kind of thing. But a lot of law is actually paperwork and form filling, and that can all be done by AI already. So white-collar jobs are numbered in their days, seriously.
No, I get you.
Blue-collar jobs are going to be more important.
I get you, but it's quite interesting the way Michael Gove puts it, because he says, for example, Andy Burnham, talking about pork scratchings, wearing a T-shirt. Why is he wearing a T-shirt? He's doing it to say, I'm not part of the boss class. I'm part of the working class. I just wear a T-shirt. I'm not one of these suited and booted poshos. Isn't that kind of what the whole point of it is? But he says that Andy Burnham, although he does his best to disguise it, is a deeply cultured, literate and highly educated Cambridge graduate. He's read every Shakespeare play. He's devoted to George Eliot's 900-page masterpiece of Victorian social realism, Middlemarch, and can talk bewitchingly about poetry from Chaucer to Larkin. But his government's now saying the over-focus on academic outcomes, which opens up the best that has been thought and written to all, must end. Working-class kids don't aspire to academic excellence. Do as I say, not as I do. And just very briefly, Lucy Powell, too, in person, is a fearsomely bright and articulate politician. She's engaging, warm, witty and sharp. As Robert Hardman reported last week, she was one of a number of students from an outstanding sixth form college in Manchester who won a place at Oxbridge. But she now damns her time at Oxford in the 90s, saying her college, Somerville, was stuffy and she felt like a fish out of water as a state school pupil there. And he says that would have come to as something of a surprise to another state school girl who studied chemistry at Somerville in the 40s, Margaret Thatcher. In other words, neither of them is at all the person they are saying they are, or the person they're purporting to be, are they?
But I think that's the point, that Andy Burnham, by doing that video with John Healey in the pork scratching, I think what he was sort of trying to say is that although I've been to Cambridge, I haven't lost sight of where I came from.
I know, but how many
that's important.
working class people would like to be summed up as a pork scratching? You know, that's surely not. That's surely not the. But it's not the essence of working classdom, is it? For God's sake! Thank you very much for calling. All right, we're going to move on and then back to this subject. So I will be taking your calls. There are loads of calls flowing in. Thank you very much. I shall be taking them imminently. So I'm Vanessa Feltz. This is LBC. The time 4:31, and it's time for the news with Simon Morgan.
Andy Burnham says he's spoken to Spain's Prime Minister and offered assistance after around 60,000 migrants crossed the border into Ceuta. Spain has announced plans to install a new sea barrier to protect the territory. At least 86 people died, while most have returned to Morocco. FIFA President Gianni Infantino has lost the confidence of UEFA over a plan to sell stakes in a World Cup company to private investors. Infantino announced overnight that the plan would not proceed after 3 confederations rejected it. And the Prince and Princess of Wales have been joined by their 3 children as they attended the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. The royals visited on the penultimate day of the event, which will have its closing ceremony tomorrow. LBC weather: a dry evening with some late hazy sunny spells, remaining dry overnight with clear skies at times, although cloud will increase later on in the night with a low of 11 degrees.
This is LBC.
The all-new, all-electric Toyota CHR Plus. Sleek, stylish and quietly reliable. Available with 0% APR representative, with £1,250 deposit contribution and save £1,500 with the electric car grant. Visit your local Toyota centre to explore our all-electric range. Available on PCP when financed through Toyota Financial Services by 30th of September 2026. Optional final payment indemnities may be required. See website T's and C's apply.
Last night, I was watching an episode of Amadeus where Mozart
exploded, launched another Real Housewife during Shiv Roy's wedding night, where she asks Tom for an open
sandwich, Chicago beef filling, cooked by a chef in a
pastel Regency gown. Oh, quite steamy.
Get Sky, Hey You, HBO Max, Disney Plus and Netflix together in one simple subscription. Go to sky.com.
Requires Sky Stream and Sky Ultimate TV subscription. Minimum broadband speed of 30 megabits per second recommended. 18 plus.
Okay, Laura, from the top.
When your 9-year-old is an unexpected tuber prodigy, and now you want to support her cheek-puffing talent, be a step ahead with Barclays Premier. With personalised financial planning and a dedicated advisor. Barclays, backing your future. Eligibility criteria apply. Investment products and services are provided by Barclays Bank PLC and its subsidiaries. Capital at risk.
Disco fever is taking dance floors by storm.
Girl power is taking over the charts.
Will the smartphone revolutionize the world?
A lot has changed over the past 5 decades, but one thing that hasn't changed is what makes a great casino. And being backed by over 50 years of Las Vegas heritage, we should know. BetMGM Casino, the real deal. 18 plus, please gamble responsibly.
Vanessa Feltz on LBC. Listen on your smart speaker now. Just say, play LBC.
Taking your calls on Andy Burnham and whether what he really wants for the working classes is for the working classes to stay in their lane and know their place. Going to take those calls in just a second, but first we're going to talk to Simon Marks, LBC's distinguished Washington correspondent. Simon, how lovely to have you on the line. Thank you so much for joining me. And I was very intrigued to know your response to Andrew Neil's article today, which is, if you want to know why socialism's on the march in America, look at the medieval kleptocracy that is the first family. Is that the way you see it?
Yeah, well, good afternoon, Vanessa. I think Andrew Neil is absolutely identifying a trend that is taking place among working class voters in the United States. And it is a trend that is going to impact both political parties because of the absolutely obvious grift that is on public display coming from President Donald Trump and members of his family. I mean, we know for a fact that since Donald Trump returned to the White House in January of last year, his own personal wealth has been inflated by $2.2 billion. That is not coincidence. The Wall Street Journal, while Andrew Neil was scribing his piece for the Mail, the Wall Street Journal yesterday published an explosive front page report revealing that corporate America now refers to what it calls the Trump transaction tax, which is money that is being demanded of corporate executives by one specific functionary within Donald Trump's entourage, who has the job of calling these people up and saying, well, the president now would like to get a contribution from you of 10 million, 20 million, 50 million, whatever the number has to be, some of that money flowing into plans for President Donald Trump's library, other monies being put into different pots. And it's basically a pay-for-play situation. If you want the president to help you out, if you've got some kind of issue that's coming before one of the nation's regulatory agencies, you're engaged in a merger or an acquisition and you need government approval, well, the president is effectively saying to you, we'll make a bit of a payment, pay this Trump transaction tax, and then we can have a natter. And indeed, one analyst said to the Wall Street Journal yesterday, we are replacing the free market with the market for Trump's affections. So I think this is all on open display. And remember that if you are a member of the working class in the United States who supported Donald Trump's Make America Great Again, America First movement, and you were persuaded that despite his wealth and his position in New York City, that he was going to be the champion of the working class, you might well be wondering what on earth is going on here. And what's going on the left wing of American politics is that increasingly in primary elections all over the country now, this is not just happening on the left and east coasts, Democratic Socialists from the Democratic Socialists of America. So they are Democrats, but they come from the left wing of the Democratic Party, are increasingly winning primary elections. And they are obviously threatening to take the country significantly to the left. Donald Trump accuses them all of being communists, but it is resulting in the concept that the American midterm elections or even the 2028 election for the presidency will be fought and won in the center is not necessarily the case. I mean, we are now seeing increasingly polarized politics, and absolutely, socialism is being embraced by voters in a growing number of states as these primary contests continue. And we knew, as you say, this is a kind of in plain sight. It's not necessarily subterfuge or obfuscating. It's openly being conducted, this kind of transaction, this kind of Trump tax. But we knew, didn't we, within sort of hours of Trump being elected president, that he and his delightful wife Melania were making an absolute killing with cryptocurrency, weren't they? And what they had minting various kind of, they were notional or fictional or real coins, but making an absolute mint from the mint immediately. Yeah, I mean, the deal-making has been non-stop. I mean, the crypto coins, the meme tokens that they issued even before they came into the White House made them pots of money. And it's not just Donald Trump and Melania Trump. The kids are running the businesses, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump. And then, of course, there's Jared and Kushner and Ivanka Trump, who have run into all sorts of difficulty in Albania, where they claim to have bought that they call it a private island. It's not actually a private island that they bought, but they bought a chunk of offshore Albanian land that they want to develop into a new haven for the wealthy and the powerful. And that's led to mass protests on the streets of Tirana, with the leader of Albania now facing calls for his resignation for selling out to, by extension, the Trumps. And, you know, we've been talking a lot about Gianni Infantino and the FIFA plan. Who was going to be the man who was going to implement that plan? Joshua Kushner, the brother-in-law of Ivanka Trump. Now, while Donald Trump denies all knowledge of Gianni Infantino's FIFA plan, I mean, his extended family was going to be involved in implementing it. So, you know, it's not that difficult to put two and two together and reach the conclusion that the sum adds up to 4. And that's what increasingly American voters are concluding. So as this is over the front, you know, front page story, so all eyes on it, is there the possibility of any kind of repercussions for the president, or is it just a story that floats away imminently? Well, I think the answer to that depends in large measure on the outcome of the midterm elections. Because remember that the control of Congress will be up for grabs on the ballot in November. The White House has already conceded this is a referendum on the Trump presidency. His approval rating hit record lows over the last week, 32% in the Quinnipiac University poll, 33 and 34% in a couple of other respected polls. He is completely underwater over the issue of Iran. Only 21% of voters approve of his handling of the war. Similar numbers for inflation and the price of petrol at the pumps all over the country, now averaging $4.10 a gallon. If the Democrats retake control of the House of Representatives, they would be in a position to launch impeachment investigations and all sorts of inquiries. And they could tie him up in investigative knots, although remember that the Supreme Court has already ruled that no president can be held criminally accountable for any actions that any president from Donald Trump going forwards engages in line with their official duties. And the Trumps will simply say, well, this was all part of our official duties, you know. So a lot hinges on the outcome of the midterms and also, of course, on whether Donald Trump accepts the outcome of the midterm elections. Because remember, this is a man who openly has said that he will only accept the results, in essence, if the Republicans win. And if the Democrats win, he's going to litigate and fight and insist that they were rigged.
My God, let's just talk about the pool, the Olympian reflecting pool, which I've been shown pictures of, and I don't know what to make of this at all. And if anyone wonders what it is, whether it's a kind of metaphor for something, I'm sure it is, but it is an actual pool. Tell us about what's going on with that.
Yes, this is the reflecting pool that sits at the foot of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. It's one of the city's greatest landmarks. Donald Trump, as you know, decided to do it up. And so he brought his pool man in, quite literally. His pool guy came in, and this is a massive reflecting pool. I mean, hundreds of feet long, thousands of gallons of water. And the pool guy persuaded Donald Trump that what the pool should have is a swimming pool blue floor, because that would really improve it, he thought. And Trump loved the idea. American flag blue, the colour was called.
Right.
So the pool guy lays this floor, and then we discover that things aren't working out and that bits of the floor are floating to the surface of the reflecting pool, at which point Donald Trump pointed the finger of blame not at the pool guy, but at vandals, including a 3-time Olympic canoeist by the name of David Hearn, who was arrested and charged with vandalism and threatened with a potential 10-year jail sentence. Other arrests were said to have been made, but we never found out who those people were, and I think it's questionable as to whether people were taken into custody. Yesterday, after weeks and weeks and weeks of Donald Trump doubling down and saying it was all the fault of vandals and far-left agitators and radicals, the Department of Justice in court yesterday dropped its case against the Olympian and conceded that the problems with the reflecting pool were caused by botched installation, not vandalism. And the thing about this, on the one hand, you know, you can laugh about it. But on the other hand, the President of the United States, first of all, clearly knew that the pool guy had messed up and simply wouldn't take the blame himself for culpability in all of this, and was apparently willing, potentially, to see this canoeist go to jail for up to a decade for a crime that the President of the United States knew he did not commit. It's astounding.
I think we say that every week.
We do.
Don't we? Every week. I don't know how we remain astounded. Can you be perpetually astounded? I don't know, but we seem to be in that state. Simon Marks, always a pleasure, always a revelation. Thank you very much indeed. Simon Marks, their LBC's Washington correspondent. So we're coming back to the working classes, Andy Burnham, and is his message just stay in your lane? 0345 606 0973. I'm Vanessa Feltz. This is LBC and the time 4:45.
Nick Ferrari at breakfast on LBC.
A Prime Minister who has said he will achieve where others have failed.
Parliament has not faced up to this, of all challenges, something so fundamental.
He's promised cross-party work on social care.
We will not get the care service we all want until we improve the strength and the capability of care at the very front.
To get young people back into work.
I cannot accept the situation where we have so many young people on benefits.
And to put more power back into the hands of mayors.
Imagine good growth in every postcode.
But with high achievement comes high cost and potentially higher taxes. So what price will you and I have to pay for the Burnham Blitz of policies?
Nick Ferrari at breakfast. Back Monday morning from 7. Listen on our free Global Player app or the LBC app.
A message from TfL for drivers, motorcyclists and cyclists. Before you turn, look around. Is there someone crossing or waiting to cross at the junction? You now need to always let them cross before you turn. Follow the highway code to keep everyone safe. To the Mayor of London and TfL, every journey matters.
Honestly, I've been putting MTD off. First it was, I'll do it after this job. Then, after some grouting. After sorting the back of the van. After fish fingers and peas. And then I thought, no, just get it done.
Get MTD done simply with Sage for free. Just connect to your bank, we'll sort your transactions, then submit your update to HMRC. Search Sage MTD.
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
Life feels better with a smile. Banning Dental Group Clinics. Modern, comfortable and affordable dentistry for all. See online for our price match promise. Keep on smiling.
Keep on smiling, keep on smiling, and the whole world smiles with you.
banningdental.co.uk.
Take Irish ferries from Dover to Calais, where your pet travels in the pet lounge. You'll be barking not to. Irish ferries. See travel differently.
At the third stroke, the time from BT will be at 6 o'clock precisely.
Today in the UK, BT will protect millions of homes against scammers.
Threat neutralized.
Keep thousands of family video chats running smoothly. And answer every call for support from the UK and Ireland.
Okay, all sorted.
Switch to broadband you can rely on, with advanced security included as standard.
At the third stroke, the time from BT will be brilliant.
BT, behind brilliant things.
Vanessa Feltz on LBC. Call 0345 6060 973.
So we're asking about whether Michael Gove is correct when he says Burnham's Labour doesn't believe in aspiration, just the soft bigotry of low expectations. From education to home ownership, their message to the working class is know your place. What does Linda in Perth think of that? What do you think, Linda?
I think it's ridiculous. Michael Gove, he can't find anything to criticise him properly about, so he decides he's just going to go for the class nonsense. I mean, I was born in what you would call working class, just ordinary working class, probably lower working class, and I went to university and I got a degree and I'm an accountant.
Yeah.
I'm retired. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm the same person as I was then. I don't feel, I've moved one class to another. I'm the same person and I'm no better or worse than I was. And I don't think for one moment Andy Burnham is trying to make out that we are all, we, as I would talk about myself, as a working class person, must stay in our lane. He is just trying to listen to people who are ordinary people who are struggling at this moment, and he wants to help them. That's all there is to it. And as for the housing, I grew up in a council house, and when Margaret Thatcher brought in her policy, at first it sounded not too bad, people could buy their house.
Yeah.
But then what happened is that over time, we bought our houses, people bought their houses, then they sold them, and then private owners started buying them. And then now, years later, down the line, what we've basically got is instead of people paying the council a reasonable rent, we've got private owners everywhere, private landlords charging the rent, and they're far higher than council houses. There's hardly any council houses left because governments have managed to sideline council houses, so often, they're just not top priority. And we can buy our house if we want. Anybody can buy their house if they want. What he's saying is we need to give people who can't afford to, those who are struggling and are never perhaps going to own their home, the stability of having a council house instead of being homeless and I mean, Michael Gove is just trying to pick a hole in what Andy Burnham's saying. And what does it matter what he wears? You know, just because he's not got a stuffy voice like Michael Gove or an incredibly stuffy voice like Margaret Thatcher, who drove you up the wall, you know, he must be insincere. You know, he must be pretending that he's not cultured. I mean, pretending he's not cultured. He's just talking.
Are you at all worried by the Education Secretary, Lucy Powell, saying, you know, too much emphasis on knowledge, too much emphasis on grammar, too much education emphasis on, you know, testing and things like that? Does that worry you? Do you feel as if that means that our standards will slip and so will children's, and therefore their aspirations will narrow?
Well, I mean, our standards have slipped. That's a fact.
Except that educationally we're doing so well. The schools are doing brilliantly well.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm taking it back to when I was young. I mean, but grammar was very important then. But the thing is that education, I forgot what I was going to say there. But I mean, I think that. I've no problem with what she said. I mean, I think Tony Blair, the one thing he did wrong was he just focused too much on everybody going to university. You know, it was everybody almost had to go to university. And we do need to reverse that. But I don't think she's saying, no, we're not going to let we're going to let our standards slip. No politician thinking, well, I think I'll let our standards slip. But she's just saying change the focus. And as I say, I don't feel that education has really improved that much over the years since when I was young.
All right, Linda, thank you so much. Let's go straight to Rose, who's on the line in Battersea. Hi, Rose.
It's Ross.
Ross, sorry, Ross. Hello, Ross. Hi there. Tell me what you make of this. Do you think that Andy Burnham is kind of lowering and narrowing the horizons for working class people? That's what he's trying to do, all this pork scratching business?
Not at all. Not at all. I think he's actually putting into political words exactly what the media has been saying and the pundits have been saying for the past decade, that education is important, but the goal for every child shouldn't be university. It should be, you know, whatever that child wants to do, whether it's university like me or it's going into vocational qualification. I'm from a working class background, dumpy town up north. Most of the people I went to school with became things like brickies, leckies, plumbers, you know, and the cultural shift needs to be that those are just as honourable as becoming a paralegal or a lawyer.
But nobody thinks they're less honourable. I think they think they're less well paid, and they may be wrong to think that, but isn't that what they think? Or less prestigious or less rarefied. Nobody thinks they're not honourable. It's perfectly honourable to be a lecky or a brickie or a plumber or anything of that ilk whatsoever, but not dishonourable, but not as prestigious, because I suppose people will think more accessible to more people. So if more people can do the thing and you need fewer skills to do the thing, or the skills are rudimentary, or the skills are very repetitive, once you've learned it you can do it and you just keep doing the same thing without kind of intellectual input, then people think that it's a kind of narrower kind of a life. They may be wrong, but I don't think they condemn it or think it's not honourable. They don't aspire to it in the same way, but you feel that they should. Do you think they will ever?
Yeah. I think if he's allowed to go through with a lot of the reforms he wants to make, I think there'll be that cultural shift over time, because he's saying to working class kids, I remember when I was at school, we were told if you don't go to uni, you're going to be poor. You'll earn so much more if you go to uni. Right now, we all know university graduates aren't earning as much as people thought they were going to earn.
Yeah, true.
So he's right to say we need more kids into those vocational technical qualifications so we can, A, fix the culture that we've got around, seeing those kind of jobs as less prestigious, but B, get the workers we need. The construction industry is screaming for staff that it cannot get. And I'd like to just say on the issue of him, eating pork scratchings, wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah.
It reminds me, have you seen The Crown?
Yes.
Do you remember that scene with Harold Macmillan when he talked about how he smokes a pipe in public where he doesn't like them? It reminds me of that. It's all, it just feels like political theatre.
Yes.
Because, sure, working class people might like pork scratchings more than middle class people. I don't know. I can't stand the thing. But you know, it just feels weird seeing him do that because it's not 1980. You know, most working class people aren't sat with a bag of pork scratchings and a pint of John Smith.
But is that therefore incredibly patronising and reductive? You know, reducing people to something that they're never were in the first place and isn't even authentic. It's not as if everyone really is sitting around in a t-shirt scratching their armpits and eating and pork scratching. They're just really not doing that. Nobody's even thought of doing it.
Yeah, it's just a very weird thing to see him do because he comes across very working class by just the way he talks because he doesn't use overly complex, grammar like people like Jacob Rees-Mogg would use.
Yes.
And he has that accent, obviously. And so he doesn't really need to try to resonate with normal people like me that don't like it when I hear Michael Gove talk because it just sounds like he's talking down to you.
Does it?
So it's just a weird thing to see. He should just act like himself rather than trying to put this.
But what about the picture that Michael Gove has painted of the real Andy Burnham, who adores Middlemarch by George Eliot, who's read every Shakespeare play, who could carefully construct a meticulous intellectual argument, Socratic discourse?
I mean, that's insanely patronising from Michael Gove. That you can't be working class and like Shakespeare.
No, but it's Andy Burnham who's implying you can't, isn't it? Not Michael Gove. Michael Gove isn't saying, why doesn't Andy Burnham... It's the other way round, isn't it?
Yeah, it's insanely condescending because, you know, I'm from a working class background. I like what you'd call more cultural middle class pursuits. I love going to the British Museum, the art galleries, seeing things that, you know, stereotypically a working class person wouldn't want to do. But it doesn't make me any less working class. You know, I cannot stand the middle class and the upper class. I love working class traditions, but I also like things that you would traditionally call middle class. So I think the age of stereotypes is over because of accessibility and the role of like the internet.
Yeah.
You know, working class people aren't as tied to things like the pork scratchings, flat caps and
ferrets and pigeons. Absolutely. Listen, lovely to talk to you. Thank you. Let's very quickly go to Elaine in Croydon. Elaine, you've got the last word on this. So just got a few seconds, not longer.
Okay. I think it's all a misnomer. They're like two dogs arguing against each other. Neither of them is right. Basically, I hate the word working class. I hate the word class, full stop. It's where we're going wrong in Britain. America doesn't have it. Other countries don't have it. It's money or no money. It's pursuits you like to do or pursuits you don't want to do. And everyone sticking each other in a box is ridiculous. Working class, big deal. Upper class, over the last couple of years, I had this conversation 20 years ago. It's what holds us up. It's not aspiration. Aspiration is something and nothing. It's an aim. Why is he talking about working class?
I wish you'd phoned earlier. You're an excellent caller. You've given me a bracing dressing down, which I've thoroughly enjoyed. Elaine, thank you very much indeed. Right, let me tell you what we're going to be talking about for the last hour. And I really would love you to get stuck into this one. Are you ever worried about your own misadventures being caught on camera? Well, 2 New York lawyers have been caught kissing in Central Park, and that moment has gone viral. Online sleuths immediately worked out that one of them was married and the senior partner of a law firm. The other was his junior colleague. But regardless of who they were, is it right to point cameras at strangers and then stick their private goings-on online? Do you approve of public shaming rituals like this? Or is our insistence on filming every moment turning us into a surveillance service? True story, this one. 0345 606 0973. I'm Vanessa Feltz, and this is LBC.
On your radio, on the LBC app, and
Play LBC.
leading Britain's conversation. This is LBC.
From Global's newsroom at 5 o'clock, the FA says it supports UEFA's decision to declare a loss of confidence and trust in FIFA President Gianni Infantino. European football's governing body has called his attempts to sell stakes in a World Cup company to private investors a shabby backroom deal. Mr. Infantino's dropped the proposal. Christina Philippou is an associate professor at the University of Portsmouth and an expert on money in sport. She's told LBC why the FIFA plan was so unpopular with some of the regional associations.
There were very few people within FIFA that seemed to be aware of this plan. and the way that FIFA is structured, they have a FIFA council, which is effectively like a board of directors. And a lot of them had not heard about this. And I think this is where the sort of loss of confidence and all the issues come in.
The renowned mountaineer Nirmal Persia is among those confirmed dead after his team were hit by an avalanche on Pakistan's Broad Peak, according to the climbers' expedition company Elite Expedite. The 43-year-old, who starred in a Netflix documentary, was leading a 10-person expedition to the summit.
second I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she's waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying hard to take it back. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight. So let's set the by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down. I'll carry you home tonight.
Turn up.
This is Hot. I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through a drought. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around, since city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. I'm running out of time, 'cause I can see the sun light up the sky. So I hit the road in overdrive, baby. Oh, the city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. And I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. I'm just looking back to let you know I can never say it on the phone. They'll never let you go this time. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch.
The Weekend on Heart with me, Vicky Patterson.
Patterson's Positive Pigeons.
So, why are you on Cloud9 this week? What's got a little bit of a spring in your step? The number is 0800 048 21 22 on WhatsApp. Lids has just passed a driving test this week. 3rd time's a charm. But she's passed. Listen, I don't know why I'm laughing. I can't drive. Like, little tidbit of information for you there. And it is a constant bone of contention between me and my husband. He likes to remind me that I'm constantly telling him I'm a strong, independent woman who actually needs his help to go to Pilates. But honestly, I tried a couple of years ago. I say that, God, must be longer than that now. And I did this TV show called Celebrity Driving School. Don't pretend you watched it, no one did. Anyway, the driving instructor actually told me that my driving style was highly unpredictable and very dangerous, and that I was a hazard to myself and others, and he thought it would be best if I gave up. Out of 16 celebs, I'm using air quotes there very loosely, I was the only one that wouldn't let sit the driving test. How horrible is that? Anyway, congratulations, Lids. I got distracted there, but welcome to the flock. Michelle and Gary are packing ahead at Skiathos. Am I saying that right? Somewhere in Greece, anyway. Bring on the gyros and bring on the... What's the shot, the drink there? Is it raki? Sake. That's Japan. What is Uzo? I got there in the end. Enjoy it, mate. And Nina has got a new job this week. She starts at a new salon a week on Monday, so is partying with the girlies today. There is so much to celebrate there. Nina, Michelle, Gary and Lids, congratulations, my loves, and welcome to the flock.
Patterson's Positive Pigeons.
try to see, falling behind what could be. Oh, bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Where's that higher love? I keep thinking of. Bring me higher love. Bring me higher love. Worlds are turning, and we're just hanging on, facing our fear and standing out there alone. I yearning, yeah, and it's real to me. There must be someone who's feeling for me. Things look so bad everywhere in this whole world. What is fair? We walk the line and try to see, falling behind and what could be. Oh, bring me a higher love, my Lord. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love, my Lord. It's that higher love I keep thinking of. Bring me higher love.
Vicky Patterson. Hearts Feel Good Weekend.
Hi Vicky, I'm a positive pigeon because my now fiance has said yes to marrying me in front of 4,000 people, celebrating it with a night away.
Songs you requested, you dancing like a naked. It's almost like we're sexing. Oh yeah, yeah, boo, I like it. You know I can't deny it, but I know you can tell I'm excited. Ooh, girl, yeah. Now, girl, I know you felt it before, you know I can't help it. You know what I wanna do. Baby, when we're crying, oh yeah, I get so excited. It's so good, so real. I
crib on a Berkeley. She's been telling me all night long. Gasoline and groceries, the list goes on and on. It's 9 to 5, ain't working. Why the hell do I work so hard? I can't worry about my problems. I can't take them when I'm gone. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another round, we need plenty more. 2 stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good Lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. I've been boozy since I left. I ain't changing for a check. Tell my mom I ain't forget. Woke up drunk at 10 a.m. We gon' do this shit again. Tell your girl to bring a friend. Oh Lord. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another round, we need plenty more. 2 stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good Lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar get tipsy. Everybody at the bar get tipsy. Everybody at the bar get tipsy. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. When it's last call and they kick us out the door. It's getting kinda late, but the ladies want some more. Oh my, good Lord. Tell them drink some. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar get tipsy. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. At the bottom of a bottle, don't miss me. Everybody at the bar get tipsy. Everybody at the bar get tipsy. Everybody at the bar get tipsy.
Shabuzi on Heart and some Calvin Harris playing next.
Madison's Positive Pigeons.
Weather's perfect for it, isn't it? I hope you have the best time. And actually, side note, I do hope you have some mosquito spray because they are kicking up a notch in this country. And it is Tilly's birthday today. Happy birthday, girl. She is getting the house ready for everyone to come over later. The Prosecco is already popped. Go on, girl. Welcome to the flock, everybody.
This is Hearts Feel Good Weekend with Boots Opticians. Because finding frames you love just got so much easier.
We've got a hybrid car now. It's so efficient around town. Of course, the petrol head of me still has a classic, and the motorhome runs on diesel. It's more economical than you think. Naturally, I use Cataclean in all of them, because Cataclean 8-in-1 helps engines perform better.
Keep on running.
The 8-in-1 bottle, which could help lower emissions, improve performance, and give me better MPG. Ask your mechanic for a bottle of Cataclean today. Results may vary with age of vehicle, driving style, and climate.
Olive oil ordered and arriving today with Amazon Prime. Phew, now that's off your mind. You can think about something else, like keeping your skin smooth. With a small drop of olive oil. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I feel so al dente. Someone sprinkle me with pepper. Same day delivery. It's on Prime. Geographic restrictions, cut-off times and T's and C's apply. Details on product page.
Giftgaff believe it's only fair you can get fast, full fibre broadband for just £5 a month. Great news for Milo, whose speedy broadband can now instantly keep up with live streaming Paddle. And instantly play Correct Your Serve tutorials. And rapidly search how to fix my wall videos. Full fibre broadband for £5 a month for your first 6 months. Giftgaff. Order a 24-month plan by the 28th of the 8th from £25 after month 6. Speeds may vary. Terms and exclusions apply. See giftgaff.com/terms.
Take a moment to think about a delicious chunk of Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate and that familiar sensation as it melts, slowly, covering every inch of your mouth. The unmistakable taste that stays with you long after you've finished it. Now try thinking about something else. Hard, isn't it? Cadbury Dairy Milk. The taste of a glass and a half.
Brands that use radio are 49% more likely to get noticed. Amplify your advertising at radiocentre.org. Assuming you want to get noticed.
What you're hearing is real. The aliens have landed and they have something to say.
Take us to your dealer. Just 0.9% APR on every new Mini.
They just want to go to a Mini retailer.
Mini.
You heard them. Off we go.
Make contact at your nearest retailer and get 0.9% APR representative across the entire range with a 25% deposit and 24-month term. Mini UK is a credit broker. Order by 30th September, delivered by 31st December. PCP with Mini Financial Services. Subject to status. T's and C's apply. mini.co.uk/offers.
This is your business. This is your business supercharged with the help of Zero Accounting software. These are your numbers. These are your numbers sorted with the help of Zero Accounting software. This is you.
Hi.
This is you taking business where you want with the help of Zero Accounting software. This is your business supercharged with the help of Zero and having your numbers sorted all at the same time so you can finally focus on taking business where you want to. Supercharge your business today with the help of Zero.
Search Zero with an X.
The soft, cosy glow of a flickering fire and the smoky richness of delicious wood-fired pizza, all under the open sky. Oxford Outdoor Living for stylish, premium barbecues, pizza ovens, fire pits and heaters. Create the ultimate culinary hotspot. oxfordoutdoorliving.co.uk.
Tonight from 7 on Heart.
It's alright. I'm Pandora. Tonight, let's get the tunes on nice and loud for the ultimate summer soundtrack. Heart Club Classics.
Music's got me feeling so fun. Music sounds better with you.
Bringing the sunshine vibes straight to you with the world's biggest dance floor fillers. Non-stop club classics all night long.
I can't stop this feeling, baby. Can you give me the flame? Oh, so bring us back together.
Heart Club Classics. Tonight, live from 7. Listen on your radio, smart speaker, and on Global Player, our free official Heart app.
This is Heart.
I understood loneliness before I knew what it was. I saw the bills on your table for your unrequited love. Oh, I would be nothing without you holding me up. Now I'm strong enough for both of us. Both of us, both of us, both of us. I am a giant. Stand up on my shoulders. Tell me what you see. 'Cause I am a giant. We'll be breaking boulders underneath our feet. I am a giant. Oh, I am a giant. Don't hide your emotions. You can throw down your guard and feed from the notion. We can be who we are. You taught me something, yeah. Freedom is ours. It was you taught me living it. Togetherness, togetherness, togetherness. I am a giant. Stand up on my shoulders. Tell me what you see. 'Cause I am a giant. We'll be breaking boulders underneath our feet. I am a giant. Oh, I am a giant. I'm gonna shake, roll away in the dirt under me, yeah. I'm gonna shake, roll away in the dirt under me, yeah. I'm gonna shake, roll away in the dirt, yeah. I'm gonna shake, roll away in the dirt, yeah. I'm gonna shake, roll away in the dirt, yeah. I'm gonna shake, roll away in the dirt.
Yes, you did. Ooh, so girl, if you talk like you walk, come and talk to me. But look here, it would break my heart, break my heart, break my heart if I find out you can't move. You better show me now, show me now, show me now. 'Cause when I take it to the floor, ooh, you gotta get down. You know what to do. Your face got me so intrigued. I'm so intrigued. But what good is beauty if your booty can't find a beat? I don't wanna know, girl. So please don't do that to me. 'Cause it would break my heart, break my heart, break my heart if I find out you can't move. You better show me now, show me now, show me now. When I take it to the floor, ooh, you gotta get down. You know what to do. Hey, Mr. DJ, play a song of this pretty little lady. 'Cause if she dances as good as she look right now, I just might like her, my baby. I just might like her, my baby. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Break it all the way down, 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 down. This the part where I turn you all the way around, round, round, round. Put some spirit in it, put your heart into it, that's all I need. And if I like what I see, you're coming home with me. Hey, Mr. DJ, play a song for this pretty little lady. 'Cause if she dances as good as she look right now, I just might make her my baby. I just might make her my baby. Hey, Mr. DJ, play a song for this pretty little lady. 'Cause if she dances as good as she look right now, I just might make her my baby. I just might make her my baby. Hey, I just might.
Vicky Patterson. Hearts Feel Good Weekend.
Come on, fill me in. Let's talk about it. I was checking this girl next door when her parents went out. She phone say, hey boy, come on right around. So I knock at the door, you were standing with a bottle of red wine ready to pour, dressed in long black satin, laced to the floor. So I went in and we sat down, started kissing, caressing, told me about jacuzzi, sounded interesting. So we jumped right in, all calls diverted to answer phone. Please leave a message after the tone. I mean, me and her parents were kind of cool, but they were the fine line between me and you. We were just doing things young people in love do. Parents trying to find out what we were up to. Saying, why were you creeping round late last night? Why did I see two shadows moving in your bedroom light? Now you're dressed in black, when I left you were dressed in white. Can you feel me? Calls diverted to answer phone. Red wine bottle, half the contents gone. Midnight return, jacuzzi turned on. Can you feel me? Whenever the coast was clear and she'd ask me to come out, I'd say, hey girl, come right around. So she knocked at the door, I was standing with the keys in my hand to the 4x4. Jumped in my ride, chicken and nobody saw. The club we went in, we got down, bound to the rhythm. So it was early morning, thought we better be leaving. So I gave you my jacket for you to hold. Told you to wear it cause you felt cold. I mean, me and her didn't mean to break the rules. I weren't trying to play a mom and dad for fools. We were just doing things young people in love do. Parents trying to find out what we were up to. Saying, why can't you keep your promises? No, no, saying you'll be home by 12, controlling it at 4. Out with the girls, but leaving with the boy next door. Can you feel me? Whose property? Said you've been queuing for a taxi, but you left all your money on the TV. Can you feel me? Can you feel me? All they seem to do is be checking up on you, baby. Watching your every move, think someday they might approve, baby. Why were you creeping round late last night? Why did I see two shadows moving in your bedroom light? Now you're dressed in black, when I left you were dressed in white. Can you feel me? Can you feel me? Diverted to answer phone. Red wine bottle, half the contents gone. Midnight return, jacuzzi turned on. Can you feel me? Can you feel me?
Hearts
Feel
Good
Weekend.
and fantasy on Heart. Now, I hate to make you hungry, but we've had a little poll on what our favourite takeaway is, and apparently Chinese is our fave. Now, Chinese is my husband's fave. Like, I am partial. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. What do I get? I like what is it? Sweet and sour chicken. Love sweet and sour chicken. I actually got a message the other day off JB Gill, you know, from GLS. Because I always put my pictures of my Chinese up on my Insta story because I think they're that impressive. Like, I genuinely think I'm a very good orderer when it comes to Chinese. Anyway, we get, you know, like sweet and sour chicken. We get like, is it Szechuan pork? Yeah, we get Szechuan pork, prawn toast, special fried rice, your curry sauce, blah, blah, blah. But he replied to my picture of this and went, do you get chips on your Chinese? You're so northern. And I was like, babes, they're salt and pepper chips. Like, don't knock us till you've tried it. Come on, guys. I can't be the only one who gets salt and pepper chips on their Chinese. Like, I feel like they're a delicacy. I actually might go as far as to say I think they're the best part. And let us know anyway. The number is 0800 048 2122. And then I'm going to rub it in JB Gill's face. And right, so Chinese is number 1. Pizza is apparently second place, with Indian third. I don't know. I feel like I would switch those round. I'd go Indian second and pizza third. But altogether, I'm pretty happy with that podium placing. Honestly, I just think anything where I didn't have to stand over a stove dripping like an egg sandwich in this weather is my favourite.
This is
Hearts Feel Good Weekend with Boots Opticians. Because expert eye care and stylish eyewear should go together.
You know that feeling when you're out? Something cool happens and you just have to capture it. The new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8 gets it. Thanks to its new wide design, content looks and feels so much better. Unfold it for a massive cinematic screen. Close it for perfect reels on the go. No cropping, no missing bits. Just content exactly as it was meant to be seen. Pre-order the new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8 on EE for only £54 per month.